Greetings. This is the School of Self-Applied Prevention. This is study guide number 2, and we're looking into the possibilities of chemical spraying from the air. You wouldn't have gotten this book unless you've already did the study guide for the number 1 book, and I did this so you would have an understanding of health and what you can do to restore your health. The pictures you're going to be seeing in this DVD or VHS, in the beginning it's going to be kind of boring, but what I'm doing, I'm going to work my way up and show you what our skies look like on a daily basis. What this video amounts to is I took it in a 24-hour period, and I started in the evening, and it ends up the evening of the next day. It's going to be 2 hours long. It's going to be 2 tapes, and 2 one-hour tapes, and this is going to be put onto one. And so you'll see the differences in time. But anyway, as we go through this, I may be looking at the second book, The School of Self-Applied Prevention, Air Pharmacology. And this air pharmacology, as you see these jets flying in the air, the government name, or the proper name, is air pharmacology. It's basically medicine from the air. It's dual purpose. They're working on the atmosphere, and they're also working on human beings and all the life on Earth. So there's many purposes for what they're doing. This has been going on for a long time, and this is all explained in the book. And hopefully you kind of read the book first, or look at the book while you're looking at this, and hopefully you're going to look at this many times. And my only goal of this book is to get people to look to their sky. When you look to the sky, that is all you can do. That's your education. The more you look, the more you'll start seeing and understanding. The guidebook is just my method of teaching people that they need to be looking to the sky, understanding what's going on, what they're breathing, and take steps and measures to counter this, to live a healthier life, and to not be harmed as much as if you weren't aware of these things. But anyway, as you're looking at this, you can tell it's very much an amateur video. This is up on a hill behind my house. And these jets, I'm going to say they're at least 5 miles up, maybe farther. And what I'm looking at is a sunset. And these particular jets, they come in sets of 6 to 8 on a general day. And these particular ones, they're not too much interested in the weather. They're more interested in laying their chemicals down between the sun and the earth. And so what the reason I'm doing this evening is, all around me in the sky, you don't see very many jets or activity in the sky except between the earth and the sun. These jets do travel maybe a couple states back and forth, so you will see them go behind me, but they turn right around and come back. And what they're doing, what I call these jets, are the sun jets. They're sun followers. They travel the earth, and they lay down their metallic substances to reflect the sun's energy back into outer space. And I believe if you read the book close enough, you'll find information in there explaining that the purpose of these jets the ones that follow the sun, what they are trying to achieve is to keep the Earth a little cooler by reflecting the cosmic energy, the solar energy of the sun, and reflect it back into outer space. And from what I've read, I believe their goal is to keep the Earth 2 degrees cooler than what they believe it would be if they weren't doing this. I myself, I don't think they know what they're doing. I think in reality they're causing the Earth to heat up. I believe their chemicals and their metals and everything they're doing, to me, is just causing this. The worm, the what do they call it? The warming effect, the hothouse effect, and greenhouse, I guess, is what they call it. And as you watch this video, and it's going to be long and it may be boring at times, but bear with me, because I'm trying to just give a typical, everyday example of what goes on. This evening that I'm watching the sky, the jets are very far away. They're not leaving the long trails that you're going to see later. The jets that leave the trails from coast to coast, they are what I call more of the weather changing jets. They're up there laying chemicals down, seeding, maybe a proper word for it. And I don't see that these jets are actually the seeding jets. Their chemicals are not producing huge amounts of cloud in the sky. What these jets, the chemicals that they lay down, are going to be more of a reddish and purplish color as you look at the sunset, and you'll get to see all types of colors in the evenings and in the morning. Because when you wake up in the morning and look at the sky, many times these jets are right out there. I believe many times they just follow the sun, or the Earth as it goes around the sun. I think they're between it and the sun a majority of the time. As you see here, it really doesn't look like much here in the beginning. But when you take into consideration that this is going to be a 24-hour period, you can see that I started on an evening that basically the sky was fairly blue, or as blue as what we can see anymore, because there are so many chemicals in the air that we just really do not see a true blue sky anymore. And you can tell by the trouble my camera's having trying to lock onto these jets. They are very, very far away. And, when I zoom in, the camera has to be able to focus on that, or it goes out of focus in the search. So you'll see that I'm looking at the sun. It's going down. You can see the trees. And I'm going to be showing these trees a lot as this evening goes on, just basically as a reference, so that you can tell that these jets are concentrating in the sun. And somewhere in here you're going to see that one side of his sprayer is clogged up a little bit. And so he'll have a full spray on one side, and a little altered spray on the other side, and we'll get to see this jet come back a couple times, and this will prove that these are not commercial airliners. These jets are turning around and come back, and you'll see in the book that comes with this DVD that the satellite pictures, looking down on the Earth, you can watch the jets and their patterns, and how they'll travel several state area. They travel out in the ocean. They follow the sun. As the Earth rotates. It doesn't matter where on the Earth it is. You will